Hey, how are you all doing? Today I'm doing the leaf warm-up for Hackviser. It's a server-side template injection. SSTI vulnerability occurs when web application does not sufficiently check user data in template engine. This allows attackers to manipulate the template engine to execute unwanted commands on the server. Recommended for practicing discovering and exploiting SSTI vulnerabilities and taking over the system, I'd say. So we've got VPN connected, mine's 10.8.1.225. So we'll go to the warm-up. And taking over the server, the bind shell, it says. So we'll start our machine. And while that's starting up, we can have a look at the questions. We've got what is this? What is the website title? Which get parameter is used on the page where the product detail is displayed? What does SSTI stand for? We know that one already. Server-side template injection. What is the common used SSTI payload? It prints 49 on the screen. And what is the name of the database used by the application? So I'm just going to answer those questions. Okay, so it's running. So we'll just copy our IP and we'll do a Rust scan. Put our IP in here. And the good thing about Rust scan is it scans really quickly to find all the open ports, and also does an mmap scan if you set it with this -- and it's going to look for service versions, scripts and operating system. So we'll run that Rust scan, and straight away we can see there's port 80 is open and 3306. So we can have a look at port 80, which is HTTP. So just put our IP in there. And wait for that to load. And we can see it's Modish Tech. Innovate your lifestyle with Modish Tech. It's got a shopping cart. And you can buy like keyboards, game console, lamp, camera lens, mouse, headphones, watch, AirPods. We've got an about page. The about page doesn't seem to go anywhere. We can click on. Can we click on any of these? Yeah, there's more details about the keyboard. It says there's no stock, and we've got a comments section down here. So we've also got, looks like we might have LFI vulnerability here, possibly, because we've got the product.php $ID equals 1. So we could probably change that to 2 and see what happens. And 2 doesn't give you anything. What about 3? Okay, 3 gives you a game console. So we can have a look at our go home. Back to the home page, and we can have a look at our source page. So there's nothing here really that we can use. The JPEG there for the controller and for the keyboard, lamps. And there's nothing in there we can use, so we'll close that. Go back to our Rust scan, which is completed. So we found 3 open ports, port 80, 3306, which is MySQL, and 33060, and mmap results are port 80's got HTTP, Synac, Apache 2.456. We've got MySQL on 3306, unauthorized. We've got 33060 MySQL X, and it's a Linux machine. Alright, so have a look at our questions. What is the website title? We can see that on our nmap scan. Website title, HTTP title, Moldish Tech. That's the first question. Next one is, which get parameter is used on the page where the product detail is displayed? So we can see that by going to, we say here, get parameter is ID, because we've got ID equals 1. Okay, so the next question was, what does SSTI stand for? Server-side template injection. We know that one. So we can have a look at the next question. What is the commonly used SSTI payload that prints 49 on the screen? So we can have a look at SSTI payloads. There's a GitHub page here. Let's have a look through here. There's some payloads there. Doesn't really tell you the answer to that question in that one. So what's what we got? Server-side template injection. Guide to server-side template injection. Payload of all things, maybe. We've got all our different payloads here, methodology. So we've got 7 times 7 is 49. So that's our payload there for that question. What is the commonly used SSTI payload that prints 49 on the screen? So it's that bracket 7 times 7 bracket. So we can have a look at, we have a look back on our website, have a look at this. You can see it's using PHP, programming language, Apache HTTP server, on Wapalizer. So the next question, what is the name of the database used on the application? So we've got to try and get a connection now with the server-side template injection payload. Alright, so let's have a look at so it's PHP. So let's have a look at PHP here. See what payloads we've got. We've got Twig, Smarty, code execution, So it'll be one of these payloads here, I'd say, we have to use. So we've got twig code execution here. So I'd say that probably vulnerable would be this comments here. So if we do a test in there, and what is your comment? And we'll just try the payload 49. We'll do that 7 times 7. Put that payload in there, and we'll submit it. And have a look in the comments. And 49. We get 49. So that means it's vulnerable to SSTI. So let's try another one. We'll do a test. And let's have a look at these payloads. Let's try this one, because that's looking at the password file. So give this one a go. We'll copy that, put that in there, and we'll submit it, and have a look, see what we get. And there we go. We've got this etc password file for the machine. We've got to use a Hackviser. Okay, so we're definitely vulnerable to SSTI. So what's the question say we're to answer? What is the name of the database used by the application? Alright, so we know our payload works. So we'll use test again. And this time we'll let's do we'll use this same payload again, but this time we're going to put in a reverse shell. So get rid of that there, and we're going to do we'll do a netcat. We'll do actually let's just try a bash, see if that works. For a bash -c, and we'll put in quotes here. We'll do go to a reverse shell website, get a bash reverse shell. So we've got in here, we've got to put out VPN, so 10.8.1.225, which is my VPN up there. We're going to use 4242 port on netcat, so we'll copy that, and we'll put that in there, close the quote, and 10.8.1.225, and it's on 4242. So now if we do a netcat LVNP, and we'll do 4242, which is the port we're going to listen on. So we're listening on 4242, and we'll run that, see if it works. And it's stalling, which is a good sign. See how it's just not doing anything. I didn't get anything in the, so it's just completely stalled the web page. That's a good sign. Let's have a look, and there we go. www-data debian at var www.html. So we can do who am I? We're www-data user. So we can do an ls. So the question was asking What is the name of the database used by the application? So let's have a look. We've got config.php here. So if we do a cat config.php, and there we go. Got our hosts, localhost, DB name is modish_tech, and we've got root. We've got the root username and the password. The home page. We've got Hackviser. You can have a look when we've got a bash.rc file. We can have a look at the password file, which we already saw before with our SSTI payload, and by sudo-l. Sudo is not found on the machine. Well, that's all we had to answer for that question anyway, so that was about it for that one. What is the name of the database? We've got that, modish_tech. So that one's quick and easy. It's all done. So we'll stop the machine, and I'll see you for the next one. Happy hacking.